Lose weight with me. I've been exercising for 1,095 days. That's 35 months. And so we talk about knee pain, back pain, chronic pain, arthritis, joint issues, lipedema, lymphedema, weight loss, obesity, and all the stuff. And what I like to say is if you have issues like me, I invite you to lose weight with me. But if perchance you're on my channel and you don't have a weight issue, I invite you, but maybe the weight of the world is on your shoulders, I invite you to lose that too, honey. So come on over here. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to sit this down and I'm going to ask you to come on in, and I want you to tell me why you think it is that we need pills, shots, surgeries, supplements, and all the stuff to help us lose weight. So let me know where you're calling from, where you're coming from, and what are your thoughts about that. So while y'all do that, I want to take my blood pressure, because usually if I wake up in the morning and I'm getting ready, if I'm not, running late or don't feel like it, I take it after I take my medicine. I take it 30 minutes after I take my blood pressure medicine. And honestly, my blood pressure was double digits for about 2 years. The home care workers knew it, and I'm like, I'm fat, it's going to be high, I don't know. And so then when I got this one particular home care agency, they called my doctor and was like, her blood pressure is high. So one thing he did was increase my blood pressure medicine. He asked me if I wanted to, because I always be like, mostly because I'm like, it don't seem like I could trust his input. He's Middle Eastern. At first, he was really cool, really giving me insight, really supporting me, really explaining things to me that made sense. But the more skeptical I got, the more irritated he got at me being skeptical. And you must not know nothing about Black history, baby, if you don't know why. But that's okay, because guess what? The best thing he ever could have did was the two things. Is he gave me a different blood pressure medicine. And I guess because it kept getting high, I don't know. And he was like, that one's good for Black people, for your people, good. Hey, y'all. Hey, Jean. Hey, Brendan. Brodney. Hey, I don't know what your name is. Hey, anyway. So then he gave me this, he had them send me this blood pressure monitor. And then it's like, they can get my blood pressure as soon as I take it. And it really has helped me to, pay attention, because that's really the name of this weight loss game. So, okay, so it has error, so I gotta pulse. I don't know why. It's either I put the blood pressure cup on wrong, or I don't know, but I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna do this like this. But baby, when they tell me, when it go down, I'll be like, look here, I ain't got no money to buy these batteries. These batteries cost about $15. I let them send me some. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. Do you know I went to the post office yesterday? Stamps $15. Let's hold up. Let me do my thank you cards first. Then I'm worry about them stamp money later. Because I had like 10 stamps, but I put 8 of them on 2 thank you letters I mailed yesterday. So I'm finishing up my thank you letters. I just got started, really. So once he gave me that third medicine, I can't think of the name of it, I stopped putting salt in my food just to see if it makes a difference. And it did. So, and I've been great ever since. And then 1 month, I changed doctors. Well, he kicked me out, so I got a new doctor. And well, it's in the same, it's in the same hospital system, so it ain't no really, you just go from one doctor to the other. But one day they forgot to send, I guess they didn't, I don't know, they just didn't send me that medicine. And I told my doctor, I said, you know what, I haven't had that medicine for 30 days and my blood pressure is good, so how about we not take it, okay? And I ain't been taking it ever since. And then the gout medicine, I know somebody gonna say, you're supposed to not be talking when they're taking your blood pressure. So it's 143/96, but my pulse is 69. So The goal is between 130 over 80. So I'm gonna take it again but tonight. Actually, all I've been doing today is resting on purpose because, you know, I got that's because part of weight loss is rest. So kind of another reason I was resting because I ain't got no money to go spend it. That's another reason I'm resting. But then I'm actually, even if I did have some money, then I'm really resting because, like, I lost 15 pounds in 7 days. I lost 10, 5, 10 plus 5 is 10 plus 0.4, 4.4. I lost 10, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14.8 pounds. Thank you. In 7 days. So I'm good with that. Then that was like by last Monday. And then like yesterday I gained 1.4 pounds. So I'm like, okay. So now what I'm doing is I don't want to have a weight gain, but at the same time, a big part of weight loss is rest. So, and even if I have a weight gain, it's not the end of the world because I'm doing the things that require you to lose weight. So what I want to say is, tell me, oh, thank you, always working. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming in. Tell me what you think about obesity in the sense that, why do you think we have to take pills, shots, and surgeries to help us lose weight? So and tell me, what do you think about obesity? Are you obese? What are your thoughts? Just tell me that. Because the name of my topic is, and I'm going to go over this, it's a new way to think about obesity. You know, I just came from the Obesity Action Coalition conference, and it was all that and more. And they're having regional trainings all over the United States. They're going to be in Memphis December the 6th at from 9 to 12 noon, and they're going to have free breakfast. So please come. I'll be there. I'll be in Memphis. I'll be at that show in Memphis. So we have this understanding your obesity treatment option. So this has all the stuff that you can do to lose weight, which is good. But for me, what I'm working on is relaxing, taking it down, taking it down, taking it down, down, baby. You're sweet of a lady. Come on in, hit the like button. 12 people in here, ain't nobody hit the like button. Somebody super chat me. Somebody cash app a sister. So let me tell y'all what I've learned. What I'm learning how to balance. I'm learning how to balance. So that's very important. But I want to tell you a couple of things before we get started. I want to tell you, because I wrote these down just to share with you. And so I'm working on my thank you cards. So I have these stickers. I bought these stickers 2 years ago. And they say your support is such a blessing. So I'm going to be sending them out. If I have your address, I'm going to send them to you. This is Habibi Halberg Bay in Fayetteville, Georgia. She sent me the prettiest earrings. And they are right here. But I'm not going to put them on because I got to put a back on them because I don't want to lose them. She sent me another set. I dropped one in my car and one in the jewelry thing. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Look how pretty those things are. I got to keep it on now because I already have it on. But aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my goodness, they look so beautiful. Look how pretty they are. And so she has a jewelry store. And I'm just, I simply don't take it for granted that people think about me. Where's my reacher at? Okay, hold on a second. Okay, good. Because I got to reach down here. And so, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. So, I'm going to find my hoops, my earring backs. Because I bought a whole set of them so that I can see, so that I can put on my earrings. So, hold on a second. Because I do not want to lose them. I'm going to wear these to church tomorrow, too. Hi, Ethan. Hi, 18. Hi, what the hell? So, I'm putting this back on there because I do not want to lose them. They're heavy. They're not too heavy, though, but they got a little weight on them. But they're so beautiful. And so, okay. So, I have an interview. Oh, thank you. Is it my real hair? Yes, it's my real hair. You can't look at somebody and tell the difference between their real hair. See my real scalp? But by chance, if you want to buy me some braiding hair this color, I can get me 2 braids and a little curly. Buy me some if you want me to have some of that fake hair, honey. It's all good. So anywho, I want to tell y'all about this. So I'm looking for my ink pen. Here it is right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all about rest. So this is what we're working on, and that's for me. I'm working on rest. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's talk about rest. Okay. Physical rest. Rest number one. One type of rest is physical rest. Sleep, napping, stretching, tapping, massaging. And one suggestion is lay down for 10 minutes and breathe deeply. What that's going to do is reset your nervous system. So one time I was upset at the Ajax Center, and I just started I just took a deep breath. And then even thinking about it, the lady had a mental health issue. Whew. But I just took a deep breath. I just took a deep breath. Oh, I think my wheelchair broke, and it just, But the good thing now is when my wheelchair breaks, I know I can get out of it and push it. So I'm like, look. But if sometimes people want to push me in it, I'll let them go ahead and push me, baby. But that comes with experiencing it always breaking all the time. So when you physically rest, it allows your body to heal. They say that weight loss happens when you get some sleep. Also, if you're really tired and you're gonna push through it, that's not good for your body. If you just take some extra coffee so you can keep going, if you're gonna go do a workout just to work yourself up, you're not doing yourself any good. If you stay up late at night all the time, I mean, I be woke. I can't go back to sleep, so I just wake on up. But it's not good. I like to tell my black friends, and I was telling my sister, y'all walking around trying to be strong black women. And I told my white friends, y'all running around taking your bras off trying to prove a point. Chillax. Chillax. Just calm that thing down. Stop trying to be boss bitches. It's not working. It's giving us headaches, heart attacks, and strokes. Calm down. You're going to be all right. Go to bed. And honestly, until my doctor made me lose my job, made me quit my job. She didn't, well, she made me take short-term leave. She was like, you ain't going to work tomorrow. And so it's the truth, because you know what? I was really stressed. I was really stressed. My mortgage had increased so much, and I was really stressed. Before, I used to have like 3 jobs. I used to teach on post. I used to do my regular job, and I used to do my resumes, and I could get like $1,000 for a resume. But the more my stress level was just, I couldn't do all that stuff. I just couldn't do all that stuff. I was just stressed. And, my friend, the first person who ever told me that I needed to go on disability, I didn't know what she was talking about. And she passed away in January. And I never told her how much weight I had been losing, because a year before that, I had even lost 33 pounds. She told me that I was complete failure. And I realized that in her world, being that however she grew up, and at her funeral, I learned a lot about how she grew up. And in her military background, she went to the Air Force. In her world, things were probably a little bit more black and white than in my world. And I was like, I had already started working out with my trainer and everything. So I realized I couldn't share that part of me with her, because she didn't have the compassion, because you have to walk in my shoes to know what I'm dealing with. And also, the way you understand things is not the way I understand things. But, so I just want to share that with y'all. She was the first person. And in fact, she would tell me, go to your doctor, and when you get there, cry. It wasn't hard to cry because I was really stressed out. When she would ask me what's wrong with me and I wouldn't tell her, she'd come to my job and sit with me till I told her. So I thank her. I thank her, and I keep in touch with her son, and I'm grateful for her. Those cool coat shades that you see me wearing, she gave me those. She gave me my cool shades. So, and I'm honored. I'm like, Lord, look at me. I'm so fat, and I'm still here. You see fit to keep me here, and I'm so fat. But God works in his ways are not my ways. Okay. When I'm on the video with y'all, I'm looking at myself talk to y'all. And I remind me of how I used to look in junior high, in high school, in college, when I was a young adult. I'm like, girl, you look cute. That's what I'm looking at now, thinking about myself like that. Because, girl, I'm vain, honey, I'm vain. Okay, let's talk about the next rest. The next rest is mental rest. Noisy mind can never feel rested. And before I started taking Michelle Pettis' weight loss support group, my mind rate would race. It still kind of raced. Hey, Yvonne. But I've learned how to slow it down. I've learned how to stay in the moment. I've learned how to come home after I exercise, even if I go to the Ajax Center, it's the senior center. Come home, I'm in my wheelchair, laid on back, and that's why I put this dress on, because I'm gonna go to heat up the rotisserie chicken. I'm gonna put it in the oven or in my little rotisserie grill. I'm gonna take the trash out. I may go to the Ajax Center because I left my box there, and see if somebody can go, because they have dances. I think they still have dances on Friday night. So I'm gonna go see. If they are, I can just have them bring it to me. And so mental rest is important. When mental clutter, and my room is very cluttered, y'all. So I got to work on that. But right now I'm working on one thing at a time, because guess what? I ain't overeating. Guess what? I'm not over drinking. Guess what? I'm not eating sugar. Guess what? I'm not eating all that stuff. So, you got to I'm not going to be perfect. Okay, so one thing you can do for mental rest is meditation. Brain dump on a piece of paper. Simple breathing exercises every day. And one thing I learned from Michelle Pettis, she is has a TED Talk, and she says, start at 100, go 100, breathe, 99, breathe, 98, and try to center your thoughts. And if you think about something else, it's okay. Just bring yourself back. 97, go all the way to 1. So at first I couldn't do it at all. And then I could do it to 1, and now I can get to about 70 before she say stop. But you know what? I used to be in Jason's program. He'd say 10 minutes when you wake up, meditate. Put the clock on 10 minutes and just get it out the way. And so I don't set a timer now. I just do it I do it to myself. To myself, I'm like, I put on the word. I just listen to the word. I'm going, there you go, girl. Take a little breath. There your breath is, girl. Even when I'm rolling my hair, that's my time. Like, I just took my rollers out just because I was going to keep them in. But I'm like, before I go to bed, I'm going to curl my hair again and roll it, because I'm going to church tomorrow. And y'all know I got to be cute. I'm going to wear my green dress. So the next rest is emotional rest. Exhaustion. Yes, when you want to say no. Always being there for everybody else and nobody being there for you. When you learn to set firm boundaries, when you express your feelings honestly, without apologizing. I know a lady, she always says, I'm sorry to everything. And I seen a lady in the grocery store. I was moving my wheelchair. She was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, why are you sorry? You didn't do anything. Ladies, stop saying I'm sorry all the time. if you have to stop it, don't stop that, stop all of that. We are putting ourselves in emotional distress. Okay? Spend time with people who make you feel lighter, not heavier. When I was at the we had a Hawaiian day yesterday. What my Hawaiian thing at? Oh, here it is. And that man came by in his wheelchair and he had a strong odor. So I left and okay, we did all the stuff. I played all the games, did all the stuff. It wasn't no Hawaiian men, doing the hula. So I left and went outside. And I love my friends and everything was cool, but that was enough. I'm like, it was enough for me. I didn't want to just sit there. I had been there, and I was there till 3. The party was 1 till 4, and I asked my friend what time she was leaving. She said 3, so I was like, I could leave. So about 2:12, I was ready to go home. So I came outside, and I was really exhausted. So and my phone needed to charge. So I plugged my phone up outside, and I laid back. Then I went inside the door because the new manager, she don't want me laying out in the sun. She told me, somebody might think you're going to have a stroke. I'm like, no, they not. I've been laying out like that for years, since I've been here, because I like to lay in the sun. And she said, well, I just want to tell you that's why. I'm like, it's not true. I'm like, I'm just laying back because my knees hurt. But they're going to do whatever they're going to do. So I was laying back inside the lobby area because I like to do that. And that's probably why the lady who analyzed me for the wheelchair gave me that, because she know people with osteoarthritis problems and obesity need to lean back to get more comfortable. And I was just tired because I had been swimming for an hour and a half, so I hadn't rested anyway. So spend time with people who make you feel lighter, not heavier. And sometimes old people can fuss a lot. So I hear all that. I'm tired of hearing all that. But I love them anyway. Social rest, uplifting company, plan to do things. You'll see me. I go to concerts. I stay in hotels. When I go to concerts, I do things. And I spend time in the trees, with the grass, with the moon, with the stars, with the sun. So spend time with people who make you feel good. When I went to see my dad, I went in a part of town where my old friends were, and I was just trying to catch him to grab him and give him a hug right quick if I could catch up with them in while I was in that part of town, because I went to get the watermelon. And so I just wanted to let them know I love them. Life is short, y'all. We don't have time to not let people know we love them. Okay, sensory rest. Your nervous system needs time to calibrate. So I love me a good amount of noise, but I've learned since I work with Jason to turn off the music, turn off the stuff, and just sit in silence, sit in the dark. Because if you keep the light on, which I grew up scared of the dark, and even as an adult, I sleep with the light on sometimes, but I learned that could cause you to have a stroke also. So turn the light off, turn the music off, turn the noise off, and reset your nervous system. Give your nervous system time to calibrate. The reason I don't put weave in my hair, and make a heart, please, lady. Make a heart. Send me a cash out. What do you mean? You mean like that right there? Send me a cash out. Make me a heart. Don't be making no demands. Got no cash app or super chat. But purposeful rest. Go do things that align with your values. Okay? Do things that align with your values. And also creative rest. When you have rested physically, mentally, spiritually, socially, then you can get creative. So I am needing to do some more raising for some of the things I'm going to be participating in at the end of the month. And I'm going to make some requests out of these tickets. So that's my creative juices for right now. So I love that. And the thing about weight loss, for those of us who have to lose weight, you got to know that what happens when you exercise and move And when I'm in the water, I notice I just move at my own pace. I don't have to move super fast, like all of that. I gotta do all that. As long as I'm moving, it don't matter. As long as I'm moving, move my feet, move my legs, move a little bit, move a little bit. When I eat, when I drink, when I exercise, when I go in nature and I lose weight, like I've lost 14.8 pounds in the last week in 7 days. And even at that, that 1.4 pound that I gained yesterday, my brain has to understand that I'm not starving it. And you can't get upset, or you don't do yourself any good getting upset if you get upset because you gain weight. You've got to be gentle with yourself. You've got to know that your body, your body just doesn't go dump, dump, drink, drink, lose weight. Your body is a living soul. You have a soul, you have a physical body, and you have a mental body. And all of that has to catch up with what you're doing. So I remember last October, November, December, I lost and gained the same 15 pounds over and over again. But I didn't care because to me, that was still progress. And I would tell my coach, I gained this weight. Now, first of all, last year, I'm trying to, was it last year I was overeating? No, I think a year before that I was overeating. Yeah, because I lost that 100 pounds last summer. I was, so I was still doing the thing. So, and I heard yesterday we were talking, everybody was like, if you take weight loss surgery, you're taking the easy way out. So I said, explain that to me. What do you mean by taking the easy way out? What's easy? Share with me, what do you know about it that makes you think it's a easy? If you take a shot, or if you take a pill, or if you take surgery, changing the way your body looks requires mental, physical, and spiritual connection. Sometimes when you have the surgery and you gain all the weight back, it's because your mental, physical, and spiritual connection isn't together. And that's what I've been fortunate enough to learn, because I did lose 33 pounds last summer before last. And then by the next summer, I lost 85 pounds. But I had been for 6-7 months, I had been getting the mental connection. I had been getting the physical. I had been getting the social, because I exercised with my weight loss group. But the mental connection I wasn't getting. My coach was telling me, you're going to have to, increase your mindset. He was gently explaining things to me as I learned it. But when I got into a weight loss support group with Michelle Pettis, that's when I sure enough really, and it took a while because I used to just fall asleep doing the weight loss support groups. I'm like, I'm sleepy. Plus, 4 o'clock used to be my nap time every day because I run myself ragged and come home at 3 o'clock. So by 4 o'clock, I'm sleepy. So now what I do is I go work out. Like tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to go to the gym from 8:30 to 11. That's 2 hours of water exercises. I left my box. If I don't go get my box today, I'm gonna go get it Monday. And then, but I might go get it today since I'm already dressed. I might just go do it, or I might not. I might just wait till Monday. And but Mondays I just come home. Sometimes I might go one place and be home by 12, and that way I'll have 12 until 4 until my class starts. I can sit in the driveway, sit in the sun, and relax. Because remember, rest, mental, social, spiritual, sensory, physical rest is important. Plus, I have narcolepsy, so I'm going to fall asleep anyway. And I embrace this journey, even though there are things I need to get done. If I can get them done, I'm going to get them done. And if I can't, I'm not going to get them done. Okay? So let me know what you think about this. I shared with the group that I've been accepted to a 10-week program. Well, I've been accepted to the 4-week program by Pre-Flight, and that's a program that's going to help me build my business. And then I've been accepted. Pre-Flight is October 16th through November 7th. And then I've been accepted to Corner to Corner, and that's August 27th through November 5th. So Corner to Corner is on a Wednesday, and it's in person in Nashville. Right now, I've secured transportation that is $30 each day, which is 1 day a week. It costs $160. And then they may not be able to take me after that, but the wheelchair transport, it's $150 back and forth each week. So I got a fundraise. And if at all possible, I might try to drive my car after the month if I see that there's a place for me to sit, and if I can park my car and walk. It's just a lot to go in. But even if I do all of that, it's going to make me physically tired. Driving an hour, maybe get stuck in traffic. It starts 11:30 to 2. 2 o'clock is okay because I could just relax after that. But anyway, the pre-flight is on Thursdays. Well, he asked us to pick the best day. So they have a program that's $44, $49 just online, but they also have a $149 where you get 4 live sessions. So I want to do both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask people to donate, because yes, I can move without my chair. I can get up and stand up. My chair is right there. I'm going to, like, when I get up, I'm going to get in and go in the kitchen, get the food. But I get up and I walk, and I go and I put my clothes in the laundry. Oh, thank you. Eric Jones, send me a donation. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I need donations. And when I go, I don't walk unless I'm with my coach. But when I'm walking around the house, like, sometimes I just get up and put everything in the wheelchair and then push the wheelchair and walk. So I'm getting there. And this is the thing. This is just like your weight loss. You got to give yourself grace. So if I have to get up, like if I have to get my wheelchair through the door, but it looks funny, I'll say, let me stand up and then just edge my wheelchair through like that. So we're getting there. I'm 15 pounds away from my weight loss before COVID, when I lost 65 pounds during COVID. And thank you so much. Samyaya. And I think when I get, like, then when I'm 15 pounds and I'm 404, that's how much I was before COVID. And then I started gaining weight because everything, house burned down and all that stuff. So we're getting there. When I get to $3.99, I'm going to start posting $3.99. And so we're getting there. But more importantly, inside here, calming down, learning more information about the Obesity Action Coalition, helping them helping me. Looking forward to the conference next year is in Orlando. Anybody in Florida? So I want to drive my car and walk next year. So we're going to see. And they said that, I said, can I apply for the scholarship next year? They said, yes, if you need it. So look here, y'all. We're gonna get that together. I'm going, okay? So, and if you want to go, you can go too. We can make sure that you know how to apply for the scholarship too. Come on. There were people from Hawaii who came, and we got to give ourselves grace. So let me tell you, please make a donation. And I'm going to be interviewed with a group of people, a man and wife who lost weight. I met them at the conference. Their business is called Downsize, and I'm going to be interviewed with them on the 13th of August, which is next Wednesday, and they're going to be interviewed with me on December the 7th. So, okay, I'll probably be back by then. So, even I can interview them in Memphis, it don't matter. So, I want to share with you a new way to think about obesity. Okay, let me share this with you, okay? Obesity results from genetic and environmentally driven dysfunction of the normal body fat regulatory mechanisms, leading to an inappropriately elevated body fat. Overeating does not cause obesity. Obesity causes overeating. Undereating does not fix obesity. Fixing obesity leads to undereating. that's a perspective. So let's go with that perspective. For just play with me. So let me share with you. The president allowed me to have these notes from Dr. Robert from the University of Chicago, Dr. Robert from Northwestern University, Northwestern Medicine, Northwestern University School of Medicine, Feinberg School of Medicine in Chicago, and Dr. Robert Kushner. And I told him I'm definitely not going to be selling the information. I'm only going to talk to my audience about the information because it was so deep when I was at the conference. I was like, I need those notes. So let's just talk about this. Appetite dysregulation. They're going to use these big old words, but roll with it. Energy intake, energy expenditure. That's appetite dysregulation. Okay, these are two fundamental biological factors that lead to obesity. Organ system impairment. So they got the little graph and it shows adipose tissue increases and all of that. They call that lipotoxicity. So the consequences of functional and dysfunctional adipose tissue. Okay, check this out. Healthy storage of energy, functional fat tissue. You got no spillover, healthy adipose secretions. So your fat tissue does what it needs to do with your abdominal cavity, your muscles, your liver, your pancreas, and your heart. Energy surplus, unhealthy storage of energy, dysfunctional fat tissue. So you got spillover and dysfunctional adipoline secretions. So that means that you got bad adipokines in your vital organs, glucose uptake in your muscles, glucose production in your kidneys, insulin clearance. You have insulin secretions and B cell death in your pancreas, and then heart cell death in your heart. So basically what that's saying is the consequence of adipose tissue. And if you look at my legs when you see me wearing shorts, all of that fatty fat, that's adipose tissue. That's fat tissue. So they're just saying that when you have a healthy storage of energy, then you're going to eat and you're going to release through our BM and your organs, your middle organs right here, like your small intestine and large intestine, is going to work right. Your muscles, your liver, your pancreas, and your heart is going to work right. And then when you have a dysfunctional adipose tissue, it's going to affect all of that stuff. Because when you have like obesity, you have extra layers of fat in around all of your organs. That's basically what that's saying in a scientific kind of way. Now check this out. And these are not anything that we haven't heard before. The link between pathophysiology of obesity and associated comorbid conditions. Basically, the relationship between things that happen in your body as a result of you being obese. Inflammation. And even when I don't even eat a lot of when did you think to begin to walk without my chair? So if you're gonna ask me a question, you have to send me a donation. But my coach, my knee doctor, he gave me a knee shot. He says you have inflammation in there. I don't even eat a lot of fast food. So why do I have inflammation? So apparently you can get inflammation. I don't know. So I'm gonna talk to my coach about that next week. I'm like, Coach, he said I have inflammation when he was giving me my knee shot, and then arthritis. So anytime you have joint issues, even carpal tunnel, that's arthritis. If you have knee issues, that's called osteoarthritis. If you have all over arthritis, that's called osteoporosis. If you have like rheumatoid arthritis, that's like something you had since birth. Then you have juvenile arthritis. You got all the stuff. So asthma. Yep. And someone said to me, Debra, you're wheezing. Thank you for that. I got the puff puff. Y'all got to let me know because Miss Debra don't be hearing myself puff puff. I got a puff puff. Okay. I got a puff puff. I don't be wanting to puff puff. Okay. Cancer, stroke. Cancer is it's like when cells duplicate. So to fix cancer, I think we got to eat fresh fruit and vegetables. Matter of fact, I got 2 apples over here. I need to be eating on one. Okay. Stroke and heart attack and PVD. I don't know what PVD is, but Then they're saying hypertension, dyslipidemia. So lipidemia is adipose tissue. It's extra fat. This ain't lipidemia. This just some fat because I've not always been like that. But when I was about 10 or 12 years ago, I looked down and my legs were this big. And about 5 years before that, I had gone to Africa. So I looked at the picture of me in Africa and my legs were normal. I'm like, what happened to my legs? Why my legs like this? I had no idea. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't even ask nobody. I'm just like, my legs are really, really big. And my right leg is like 20 inches bigger than my left leg. So it's just all that fatty tissue. So I'm like, okay. So T2D and thrombosis. I've heard of the word thrombosis, but this is a scientific study, so we ain't gonna know what all these words mean, but we can look them up. Okay. What determines the distribution of the distribution and healthy capacity of body fat? Now that's interesting. That's a good point. Check this out. What determines the distribution of healthy capacity of body fat? Genetics and epigenetics. That's basically your family, your genetic makeup from your family. Ethnicity, what culture you come from. You know, Italian culture, African culture, Greek culture, Russian culture, like that. Like where are you people? Where are you people from? What type of things do you people do? And what's inherent? Like one of the reasons why most black people need to take vitamin D, because we're really from Africa, and we don't get enough sun over here because it's cold sometimes. So. And my doctor said, if you want to get some extra vitamin D, go ahead. But he was like, you don't need a prescription vitamin D because your vitamin D levels are good. But from time to time, I do get, if I have some extra money, I do give me an extra vitamin D. And when we were at the conference, the weight loss people had the vitamins there, so we was popping them every day. Okay. Aging and hormonal changes. So as we age, but the thing is, society will have you thinking as you age, you're going to go down. But the truth is, if you keep moving, motion is the new lotion. The Chinese people don't go down. The Asian people don't go down as they get older. They stay up because they're moving and they're eating fresh foods. So we're going to look at the society. Then I'm going to tell you my experience and what I'm doing. And baby, let me tell you something. I'm getting to it, okay? Who going to buy me a convertible Cadillac? Or a convertible SUV? Because I want one, okay? Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Diet and exercise. So diet and exercise has a component. Then medications. So one of my goals is to get off of these medications. I take 2 blood pressure pills, 1 allergy pill, 1 gout pill, and I take 1 pill for ADHD and narcolepsy. So that's 5. Plus I take a biotin. It's okay to take the vitamins, you know. But these are the determination and healthy capacity of body fat. The things so that's why no one can get on here and say, stop eating McDonald's, because y'all know I don't really be eating no McDonald's like that. Stop eating hamburgers. They think that's what we're doing. Your determination and distribution of healthy body fat comes from genetics, ethnicity, aging and hormonal changes. And mostly, if you don't have, you got to make sure you're getting your minerals. Because in addition to eating good, our food is depleted of minerals, so you got to take minerals. You got to take minerals that you put in your water, or you can take some other stuff I got. I can't think of what the name of it is, but I drip it in my water. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Is this it? This might be it. No, this is some stuff I put under my tongue. That's all gone now. I put this under my tongue. You know, it's some stuff. It's gone now. So I believe that we have it within our brain, within our body, to what we need for health. And that's, to me, that makes sense. But this was still good. This is still good. Okay, and then it talks about obesity is associated with over 200 complications and what they call comorbidities. And so I'm going to just go over these right quick. This is the last thing I'm going to go over. Oh, thank you, Nay, so hustly. Thank you so much. Okay, migraines. And you know what? Tabitha Brown was so sick, and she started eating vegetables and stopped eating meats, and she got 100% better. So sometimes It's what we're eating that's making us sick. Okay? So keep that in mind, okay? Migraines, pseudotumor cerebri, I guess that's brain, dyslipidemia, they pointing right here, hypocholesterolemia, let's make up some words, non-alcoholic fatty liver, we hear about that before, liver disease, nephropathy, that's somewhere in the organs, I don't know which one, maybe the heart, the lungs, metabolic syndrome, saying your metabolism, type 2 diabetes, okay, we know that one, mellitus, we know that they're pointing to the lungs or somewhere near the lungs, degenerative joint disease at our knees, venous status disease, they're pointing to our veins, and gout, pointing to our feet, depression, obstructive sleep apnea. What happens when you got all that fat around your throat? When you do that, which this happens to me, you stop breathing. So that's why I wake up in the middle of the night. That's why they want me to take a CPAP. But I'm cool off of that CPAP, okay? I wake up, my body says, go wake up, you're dying. You're stopping breathing. Thank you, Jesus, for waking me up. Hold up with me, Jesus. Let me get this weight off. Okay? Asthma, I take the pump in the nose. Which I don't have asthma, but they do say it's asthma so I can get the medicine, Cardiovascular disease, your heart. Hypertension, like blood pressure. GERD, I think GERD is when you have like stuff like that. Hey, Claudine, hi, I'm okay. Stress urinary incontinence, sign me up because I got that too. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. And some of those things like polycystic ovarian syndrome and those things that women get is directly related to stress. But of course, they have linked it to obesity also. So some of these things can be improved with our diet, our rest, our sleep, and with understanding. That's why I don't wear weave anymore. I mean, I will wear it, but because the sun coming into my scalp, it's calming down my brain. It's calming me down. So I need sun to heal me. And that's why God made the sun, the moon, the stars, the grass, the trees, honey. Okay, yes, ma'am, Claudine, yes, ma'am. Now let me go over this. This is the last thing I'm gonna go over. It's 37 pages, so we're gonna go over all of it. What does all of this mean to you? The old way of thinking. My lifestyle is a personal choice. I just need to work harder and eat less and exercise more. If I struggle, it's my fault. It's not your fault, so stop saying that. I brought this on myself. You did not. Asking for help is the easy way out. That's the old way of thinking. Now let's look at the new way of thinking, the current way of thinking. I have a predisposition to gain weight that is due to abnormal appetite regulation. Congo. Hey, Congo. Hey, thank you. What y'all doing up in Congo? I think there's a war. They got some people enslaved. What they doing in Congo, honey? The new current way of thinking, stress, mood, medications, and other life events that pain. Okay, that's right. I have a medical condition that would benefit from seeking help. Okay. So, he covers 3 things. We're going to come back to that. We're not going to hit all this in one night. So, I just want you to know that the Obesity Action Coalition, they have pamphlets and handouts. Having trouble getting obesity care, we advocate. I want you to join. I want 1,000 people to join the Obesity Action Coalition. I'll put it in the comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, like I said, I've shared with you my goals. I've shared with you what I'm trying to accomplish. I need your support. I'm going to be here telling you all the stuff, and I need your support. I appreciate your support, and let's get it done. Let's do it. And know that you can improve your weight. You can improve your health. We have a weight loss support group on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Michelle Pettis. The Facebook group is called Women Working Together to Lose Weight. You can just inbox me if you want information on that support group, or you can Google Michelle Pettis, or you can go to her website as well. And just know you got to tell yourself the first step is you believe that you can lose weight. Okay? So you got to say, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see you running through that open door. Oh, I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe in you. You gotta believe. You gotta believe that you can do it. Because the number one reason people stop working on their weight is because deep down they don't believe they can do it. So, baby, I say every day, I believe that I can continue to lose weight naturally. I told my doctor, I've taken all the doctor's appointments, and I will get an appointment with the weight loss doctor. But I told my doctor that I am going to use my weight loss surgery, if I do it, as a last resort. And I'm going to work on my weight each and every day. I'm going to work on those components. What I eat, good night, Claudine, what I drink, what I do, rest, peace, calmness, meditation, visualization, quoting, singing, all the stuff. A not so hustle. You don't ask a lady such a personal question. That's not appropriate to ask a lady. So I'm excited about that. And I hope you are. And I hope you're going to support what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm trying to do. So please feel free to super chat, Venmo, Zelle. If you want the Zelle, you got to ask me. I got to give you the information to do that. Hi, the Cat Master. You can also send something in super chat, but I won't get that for like a month. But in any case, support what I'm trying to do. And if you want to go to the obesity conference next year, it's in Orlando, July the 24th, that weekend. And I want you to go too. If you live near Orlando, come on with us. If you need a scholarship, I'll show you when they start asking us to apply for the scholarship. Okay? So awesome. So I'll see y'all later, alligators. Peace and hair grease. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Bye.